Good day, everyone. I am Ivy Joy D. Sadweste, third year AB Political Science student, and I am tasked to report the country of Brunei. Let's begin to the introduction of Brunei. Introduction. Brunei Darussalam, a rainforest-covered gem of a country nestled on the northern coast of Borneo in Southeast Asia, is a refreshing tourist destination offering richly diverse natural and cultural heritage, a centuries-old majestic royal heritage, an exciting contemporary side of magnificent accommodation, premium golf, first-class diving, and modern and efficient infrastructure. Although a tiny state with a small population, Brunei has one of the highest standards of living in the world, thanks to sizable deposits of oil and gas. It is a heavily forested state where the visitors will encounter the grandeur and Islamic architecture of royal tradition. Some interesting Brunei facts. The name Brunei Darussalam means abode of peace, which is mostly true given the country's high standard of living and longer life expectancy. Average is 75.93 years of 2020 than many of their neighbors in Southeast Asia. Brunei is considered to be the most observant Islamic nation in Southeast Asia. Beautiful mosques dot the country. Visitors are welcome inside of mosques, outside of prayer times and with proper dress. Much of shale oil comes from the offshore drilling platforms in Brunei. Citizens in Brunei receive free education and medical services from the government. The literacy rate in Brunei is estimated at 97.2% of population. Brunei passed a law in 2014 making homosexuality a crime punishable by 10 years in prison. In 2019, it was announced that the penalty would be death by stoning. Caning is still a method of punishable for crimes in Brunei. Brunei is only a little larger than the US state of Delaware. The sale and public consumption of alcohol is illegal in Brunei, although non-Muslims are allowed to bring up to 2 liters into the country. 8 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Japanese attacked and occupied Brunei to secure a source of oil. Brunei has one of the highest car ownership rates, roughly one car per every 1.5 people in 2017 in the world. Although the Federation of Malaysia, which includes Brunei's neighbors of Sarawak and Sabah, was formed in 1963, Brunei did not gain their independence from Great Britain until 1984. The Sultan of Brunei holds an honorary commission in the United Kingdom, Royal Air Force, and Royal Navy. The Sultan also serves as Defense Minister, Prime Minister, Finance Minister, and Ministers of Foreign Affairs and Trade of Brunei. Religion. Islam is the official religion of Brunei. Muslim 79%, Christian 9%, Buddhist 18%, and others is 5%. The official language of Brunei is Malay, although it differs from the Bahasa Malay spoken in Malaysia. English and Chinese are also spoken in Brunei. English is understood and used widely for businesses. Telephone country code is 673. Capital, the Bandar Seri Begawan. Population as of 2019 is 433,285. Form of government in Brunei is absolute monarchy and unitary state. Gained independence on January 1, 1984, and the national holiday is on 23 of February 1984. Take note, January 1 is the date of independence and February 23 was the date of independence from British protections. Brunei history. From the 14th to the 16th century, Brunei Darussalam was the seat of a powerful sultanate extending over Sabah, Sarawak, and the Lower Philippines. Thus, the current sultan represents one of the oldest continuously ruling dynasties in the world. In the 19th century, the Brunei Darussalam Empire had been away by wars, piracy, and the colonial expansion of European powers. In 1847, the Sultan concluded a treaty with Great Britain. In 1888, Brunei Darussalam official became a British protectorate. In 1906, the residential system was established in Brunei Darussalam. A British resident was nominated as the representative of British government to advise the Sultan in all matters except Malay customs, traditions, and Islamic religion. In 1959 agreement established a written constitution which gave Brunei Darussalam internal self-government. In 1971, the agreement was amended and revised to assert full internal independence except defense and external affairs. On January 1, 1984, Brunei Darussalam resumed full independence and the Sultan took office as Prime Minister, Finance Minister, and Home Affairs Minister, presiding over a cabinet of six. In October 1986, the cabinet was expanded to 11 members, with His Majesty relinquishing the portfolios of finance and home affairs and taking over the defense portfolio which his late father has held since 1984. In 1988, another reshuffle brought about the elevation of the deputy minister to a full minister and the creation of the Ministry of Industry and Primary Resources designed to boost the country's development. Economy. Brunei Darussalam is still very much dependent on revenues from crude oil and natural gas to finance its development programs. Aside from this, Brunei Darussalam also received income from rents, royalties, corporate tax, and dividends. Due to the non-renewable nature of oil and gas, economic diversification has been in Brunei Darussalam National Development Agenda. In the current 7th National Development Plan in 1996 to 2000, the government has allocated more than $7.2 billion for the implementation of various projects and programs. Brunei Darussalam is the third largest oil producer in Southeast Asia, and it produces 163,000 barrels per day. It is also the fourth largest producer in liquefied natural gas in the world. Legal system. Mixed legal system based on English common law and Islamic law. Take note, in April 2019, the full Sharia Penal Code came into force and applied to Muslims and non-Muslims in parallel with present common law codes. The executive branch. The Sultan is the head of the state and head of government in Brunei. He exercises absolute power and full executive authority under the framework of 1959 Constitution. The Sultan is advised by the presides over 5 councils, which is appointed. The 5 councils are the Privy Council, Council of Succession, Religious Council, Council of Ministers, and the Legislative Council. Judicial branch. Brunei has a dual legal system. The first is the system inherited from the British, similar to ones found in India, Malaysia, and Singapore. It is based on the English common law, but with codification of significant part of it. The common law of legal system covers most of laws in Brunei. The legislative branch. The council follows the practice of other Commonwealth parliaments. All bills presented in the council go through 3 readings. All bills, however, must obtain prior approval from the cabinet prior to their presentation in the council. Once a bill is passed, a bill must obtain royal assent in order to turn such bill to an act.